Fans say Brandi Glanville sunk to disgusting new low. Fans are calling RHOBH alum Brandi Glanville out for sinking to a disgusting new low. She has done a lot of things that are in poor taste, but this may have taken the cake. So what did the mother of two do that was so awful? Keep reading for further details. Fans say Brandi Glanville sunk to disgusting new low. Brandi Glanville never cared what she did when she was on RHOBH. She would drink excessively, throw wine on her co-stars, and was unapologetic in her actions. After she exited the show, she would still pop in, but it was season 10 when Brandi made waves. She claimed she and Denise Richards had slept together. Denise was married to Aaron Pfeiffer's, so she vehemently denied that anything happened. It led to Denise's departure from the hit Bravo series after 2 seasons. Brandi popped up again on season 2 of the RHUGT, where she and RHOA star Phaedra Parks were accused of sexually harassing Marco. He was an actor hired to help out at Dorinda Medley's Berkshire's home, but both ladies disputed this claim. Brandi was cast in season 4 of RHUGT, which took place in Morocco, but again, she was accused of sexually assaulting RHONJ alum Carolyn Manzo. Manzo filed a suit against Bravo, and this season will likely never be shown. Brandi claims these allegations have ruined her livelihood and her health, and she tried to sue Bravo but failed. Now she has resorted to exploiting her former close friend and co-star, Kim Richards. Kim has been struggling with her sobriety over the last few months, leaving her family in distress. She was even taken to a psychiatric hospital, so this is not something to use as clickbait. Yet Brandi Glanville has shared links in her Instagram stories. Fans took note and started a Reddit thread to address the exploitation. I don't really understand this. She is trying to throw shade at Kim's relapse or something. This is a really weird and disgusting way to go out of her way to do that. Weren't they friends? Many followers questioned the friendship that Brandi Glanville and Kim Richards once had. They started out as mortal enemies, but eventually Brandi was ride or die for Kim. She even became close to Kim's sister, Kyle Richards, so to use her relapse for financial gain was suspicious. Aren't she and Kim supposed to be friends? That's hecked up. Not really new lows. Brandi accused of her doing crystal meth, and Rinna has long exploited Kim's addiction issues. It's the fact that she could just get a real job instead of posting annoying and hurtful clickbait like this. This is so gross considering they seem to have an actual friendship at one point, although I guess it was a pretty toxic one. Maybe Brandi will see that this is despicable behavior and Kim does need consideration during this time and stop posting. Brandi Glanville, the ever-polarizing star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, has long prided herself on being unfiltered, unapologetic, and downright messy when the moment calls for it. However, her recent antics have left even her most loyal fans clutching their pearls, debating if their favorite truth canon has finally taken things too far. The controversy began at the recent taping of The Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip, Chaos in Capri, where Brandi joined a group of fellow housewives from various franchises to film a drama-packed spin-off in Italy. While the series thrives on its castmates' larger-than-life personalities and inevitable clashes, sources from production hinted that Brandi's behavior this season has crossed a line so clear even Bravo's most forgiving viewers couldn't ignore it. The alleged incident, according to insiders, the spark of outrage began at a lavish dinner party hosted by Real Housewives of New York City alum Dorinda Medley. With the Amalfi Coast as their backdrop, the evening should have been a picturesque celebration of good wine, exquisite Italian cuisine, and an opportunity to bond. Instead, it devolved into a cacophony of insults, tears, and one particularly jaw-dropping moment involving Brandi. Reports claim Brandi, emboldened by her penchant for Pinot Grigio and her well-documented lack of boundaries, made an offhand comment to RHOP's Candice Dillard-Bassett about her husband, Chris. Brandi allegedly implied that Chris's supportive demeanor on the show felt too good to be true, and hinted at inappropriate behavior that left the table in stunned silence. "Why are you always defending him like he's perfect?" Brandi reportedly quipped. "Where there's smoke, there's fire, and honey, we all know your kind of smoke." The remark, which many saw as a veiled accusation, was immediately condemned by the group, with RHONJ's Teresa Giudice and Outraged's Alexia Nipola allegedly stepping in to call Brandi out for her below-the-belt insinuations. Doubling down. What truly shocked fans wasn't just the comment itself, but Brandi's unwillingness to back down when confronted. A source close to the production shared that Brandi doubled down, claiming she was just asking questions and suggesting that Chris's behavior on social media felt a little thirsty. This prompted an emotional Candiace to storm away from the table, but not before delivering her now iconic line, "I'm not about to let a washed-up has-been project her toxic relationships onto mine." Instead of apologizing or showing any remorse, Brandi reportedly laughed and accused Candiace of being too sensitive. The fallout from the incident extended beyond the dinner table, with cast members refusing to film with Brandi for the remainder of the trip unless she apologized, an apology she allegedly refused to give. Fan reactions. Once word of the drama leaked online, fans were quick to take sides. Many criticized Brandi for what they deemed an unnecessary and hurtful attack on Candiace's marriage, with some accusing her of attempting to stir up drama purely for relevance. Brandi has always been messy, but this is a disgusting new low, one fan tweeted. "You don't go after someone's marriage without receipts. This isn't season 2 RHOBH, and she's not coming for Adrienne Maloof this time. Candiace doesn't play." Others, however, defended Brandi, suggesting that her unfiltered nature is what makes her entertaining. "She's the reason we watch these shows," one Reddit user argued. Brandi calls it like she sees it. If Candiace can dish it, she needs to learn to take it. Despite the divide, the prevailing sentiment among fans was one of disappointment. Many hoped Brandi's time away from RHOBH had allowed her to grow and mature, but her actions on Ultimate Girls Trip suggest otherwise. The bigger picture, Brandi's controversial comments also reignited discussions about the ethics of reality television. How far is too far when it comes to creating drama for the sake of entertainment? Some fans questioned whether Bravo should step in to set firmer boundaries for its stars, particularly when accusations or insinuations touch on sensitive topics like infidelity or personal relationships. Reality TV is supposed to be messy and fun, but there's a line, one fan commented on Instagram. Brandi doesn't seem to understand that not every storyline needs to be a takedown. Others pointed out the double standard in the franchise, where some housewives, like Teresa Giudice and Kenya Moore, have been criticized for similarly personal attacks, only to become fan favorites again after redemption arcs. Brandi's response. As the backlash grew, Brandi took to social media to address the controversy in her usual fashion, head-on and with a touch of sarcasm. "Breaking news, I'm messy. In other shocking developments, water is wet," she tweeted. "I said what I said, and I'm not sorry for having an opinion. If people can't handle it, maybe they shouldn't sign up for reality TV." Her response did little to calm the storm, with many fans interpreting her defiance as a refusal to take accountability. However, a small contingent of her supporters appreciated her candor and applauded her for sticking to her guns. What's next for Brandi? The fallout from Brandi's behavior on Ultimate Girls Trip could have significant implications for her future with Bravo. While she remains a fan-favorite wildcard, her penchant for controversy has also made her a liability. Producers reportedly held an emergency meeting after the incident to determine whether Brandi's role on the show should be scaled back or edited significantly. If history is any indication, Brandi will likely ride the wave of controversy to keep her name in the headlines. However, with fans increasingly questioning whether her antics have crossed from entertaining to offensive, she may find herself on thinner ice than ever before. The Brandi conundrum. Brandi Glanville's appeal has always been her unpredictability. She's the housewife who says what others are thinking, the one unafraid to take on Bravo royalty like Lisa Vanderpump or Kyle Richards. Yet, as her actions on Ultimate Girls Trip have shown, there's a fine line between being boldly outspoken and recklessly cruel. For Brandi, the challenge lies in reclaiming her role as the fun chaos agent without alienating her audience. Whether she can rise to the occasion or sink further into infamy remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, when it comes to Brandi Glanville, the drama is far from over.